Hey guys, Xel'crin here, and today we're here to play yet another Killing Floor map. Now, we've gone back to the oldies because I've run out of things in the recent thing. If those of you don't know, I do that. That's how I find my maps normally. I don't really have an order, and then I just look around. And, I know we're in the oldies because I've encountered maps I played probably like months ago by now. So, we're in the oldies. So this one's called Prison, and we're going to jump right into it. Where is it? There it is. Didn't really set this one up because I'm batch recording this stuff, so yeah. An old prison is now empty of convicts. Ones that have either escaped or worse, been killed. So I'm assuming he's talking about the prisoners. Not the best description, I get it, but, you know, whatever. Whatever, it's alright. Let's see how the map is. It's always the map that matters, not really the description. It matters, yes, to some degree, but, you know, not as much. Go back to our good old normal berserky self. And what are we doing? Right off the bat, I like what I am seeing. This feels like the very Alcatraz-y feel. I know it's not supposed to be necessarily based on Alcatraz, but you know, it feels like a prison. So my guess is this guy probably did take from real life examples. So that's pretty damn cool in itself. And I like what I'm seeing so far. Very enclosed, very dark. Probably gonna have to light up this video for you guys again, because that's just how this shit works. So that's okay, but still. Hopefully. So if things look a little bit too bright, like if you think I'm an idiot right now, it's because I brightened it up for you. So yeah. Already right off the bat, we're getting just cornered left and right. We're gonna have to make sure we get some shot. We probably should switch to the shotgun. Actually, no, Berserker class. I like the Berserker class. Then again, there's some really narrow quarters we could kill in this. You know, we're gonna do it with the shotgun class. We're gonna mix things up. You know me. I like to normally stay with one class to level it up, just like our Berserker that we've been focusing on. But this just feels like too good of a situation, judging by from what we're seeing, to you know, not use a shotgun. What I am noticing though is there's no music. So oh, wow, that was weird. I'm sorry about that. But I'm noticing there's no music. So oh wait, found a key. I picked up a key apparently, or something that said. Weird. But there's no music. I'm gonna check my settings real quick to make sure that's not something on my end. But ooh, there needs to be music. Then again though, it's one of those situations where it almost kind of adds to the feel. But yeah, let me check my... Oh wait, no, now there's music. I'm gonna see if there's music on the next wave, because if there's no music on the first wave, I'm gonna point it out, because obviously that means that music was indeed intended to be put in, and it just was incorrectly not put in. Sorry, adjusting my mic there if you heard some bumpy sounds. But yeah, that means music was incorrectly put in, so... Or incorrectly not put in, so let's see. Design-wise, it's... okay. It's definitely... Like, theme-wise, it's perfect. Like, it definitely feels like I'm in a legit prison right now, so that's good. We fucked up. I said I was going to go for the shotgun class, and what do? Fucking buy an axe. Alright, shotgun... What was it? This guy, right? No, that was Commando. Brilliant. I just managed to... Okay. I'm doing brilliantly so far, I know. It's amazing. I remember the good old bullpup. Used to be my best friend. Kind of. It didn't really do that much damage, so it was always kind of meh. Bye-bye. But, yeah, I definitely feel like I'm in a prison. There's definitely lots to this map so far. Like, in terms of size, but... in terms of... God, I'm just zoning out today like crazy. Wow, I got a fucking achievement. It's been like years. But, in terms of actual things in this map, I don't really feel that there actually is much. Like, I'm still exploring, obviously. I don't want to make that statement and be proven wrong, but so far it seems it's just kind of one little area. But then again, here we go. Oh, wait, no. Oh no. Oh, no. Are you serious? Wait a minute. We gotta make sure this is actually a thing. Are you serious right now? Are you actually serious? Is this a troll? Is this a joke? Are you actually serious? Hang on.
I'll tool you up just right.
There's literally... Are you serious? Wow. Okay, so maybe the map isn't as big as I thought. It's one of these maps that makes you think it's big, but it's not. It's not at all. Makes you think it's big, but it's actually just kind of a medium size. Like, let's see this one. Can we even go out this way? Is this another invisible wall? Okay, so it's basically just a symmetrical arena that looks like a prison. So it looks nice, but there isn't much to it at all. Got it. That's interesting. Why can't I... Here it is. That's sports specialist. Why? I swore I clicked that. Whatever. Let's get the good old Fusrado hunting shotgun out. And find out what the fuck we're dealing with here. It seems like we've already seen most of the map, though. So it's kind of an interestingly weird situation, really, that we're in here. It's like... it's basically an arena. That's all it really is. It's just... You go up, and that's all there really is to this map already. So far, we're not able to find much else. I'm not gonna lie, I think this was based off of Alcatraz because... And then there's no music again. Brilliant. So, audio problems and some other problems. Gotta remember that. But, I feel like this was based off of Alcatraz because I've seen pictures of Alcatraz. Obviously, for those people who know, back in the day I used to play Call of Duty, and this legit feels like the Alcatraz map for zombies in it. So I feel like this might have been based off that, or at least what it was in that. I could be wrong, though. I don't want to make that claim. It just feels like it to me. And it feels very based off of Alcatraz, so... But much shorter, obviously. But again, I don't remember any of that kind of stuff in Alcatraz, so I don't know. That thing I was specifically looking at there. Alright, let's do the class. Fusrado, motherfucker! I love my good old Fusrado. First Fusrado with this fucking mic, too, so that's good news. That should sound interesting. I'm kind of interested how that'll sound, to be honest. Myself, personally. This commentary is great for this map. I don't know what's wrong with me. My bad if I sound terrible and you think I'm fucking up left and right. My bad. Feel a little, I don't know, weird about it. Don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's because I've been batch recording. Like, I've been batch recording left and right, so... Stuff's kind of... It's you know, taking a toll. If that made sense. But yeah, so far... You know I'm getting rambly, so I think I've kind of seen most of this map. We get the general gist of it. It's really just... Essentially an arena-based map. Like, when I say arena, I mean like medium to small size map, which is basically just symmetrical. It's a survival-based thing. Like, I could see this maybe being in tournaments, but... It's not really our kind of map here. Like, it's not really the kind of map that you play as a custom map thinking, ooh, let's check this out and see what kind of adventures we can go on. This is the kind of map that wants to give a semi-challenge, if that makes sense. So, yeah. And to be fair, it's giving somewhat of a challenge. Like, the enclosed spaces will definitely make this a little bit more challenging. I find it really weird, though, that there's literally no sound or no music at all during the fighting, but there's music during the trader phase. That's a little bit of a weird design choice in my opinion, so. Oh god. Honestly, I'm not sure how long I can do this. I don't really like these arena kind of things, to be honest, in my personal opinion. Like, I kind of like them in a gameplay aspect, but otherwise, like, for a YouTube situation like what we're doing for our custom map series, they kind of suck, to be honest, because there isn't much to say. You've pretty much said everything you have to say, like, in the first, like, 5 minutes, really. So there isn't much I can really say here. There's no music. There's some obvious problems. But, you know, I can see this being played. I can see this being fun, but it's not crap, I won't say that. It's definitely not crap, but it's not like what we've seen in the past either with some of the really cool maps out there. So, I'm already getting the general gist of where this is going to stand. It's not going to be a terrible score, but it's not going to be a fucking beautiful score like we've seen for the other maps in the past. So, there's that, but... To be fair, like I was saying, we've gone back to the oldies now. Like, this is way back when, so... I don't know how, like, what's the word I'm looking for? How good, pristine, however you want to call it, the maps are going to look as we go further into this week. Because, like I said, we've gotten to the real oldies. Like, there's some pretty damn cool classics out there, but there are also some really bad not classics out there that are just basically arena maps, so... I don't know why, I swear I remember there was a period in the Killing Floor maps where basically every map was an arena. Made this job really hard, honestly. I don't know what this is. What is this?
That's some good stuff.
What does this do?
Put it to good use.
Is it pushing me back? What is it doing? I don't really understand what that is, if it's even anything. This is basically a fully automatic shotgun, too. I just realized that. Cool. But yeah, we've seen basically everything, so if I start getting rambly, which I pretty much have at this point, I'm sorry. Map maker, as I said to the last guy whose map I got like this on, if you want to skip ahead to where I die, rather than watching the gameplay for my criticism, go right ahead. I would even suggest you do so if you don't want to waste your time. But, you know, if you want to hear whatever the fuck I'm going to talk about, whatever that is, feel free to stay. Oh god. Because at this point, I don't think I'm going to find much else in your map. I think we've got the general gist. At this point, we're just seeing how long we can survive in this place. The shotgun strategy is definitely working here, though, guys. Like, I think I definitely made the right call going with the shotguns here, because this is just easy. But that's just one of those kind of situations where I don't like, where you're just basically running around in circles. There's no real challenge to it. Like, there's kind of a challenge. Like, maybe if you were another class, maybe. But when you're the shotgun class, you're just basically running around in circles, spraying and praying. And you're either good enough to survive it solo, or you're going to get fucked up by a flesh pound, I feel, is how this is going to go. So, and that's probably how I'm going to die. Either flesh pound or scrake. So, we'll see how that goes. Bleh. That fucking sound. Wait a minute. Do we have a... I think that guy was a little bit bugged there. I think that guy was a little bit bugged there.
Just right.
I don't know what the hell he was doing. It could be that he was just... I don't know. I didn't see it, really. It just felt like he never came after me, so... Whatever, though. Let's sell these weapons, get better shotguns. Normal shit, as always. At this point, this is just becoming a let's play. My bad, if that's the case. But there isn't much criticism-wise I can really say about this anymore. Like, it definitely looks nice. I can see some definite cool things in it. The theme suits it. But the lack of music is a little weird. So, but other than that, there isn't much I can really say about this one. It's basically just an arena styled to be a prison. That's basically what this map is. An arena styled to be a prison. That's it. Like, now it would be really cool. Oh, he said as he can actually do it. I was going to say it'd be really cool if he could jump down that, but we can't, so that's cool. But I thought it was actually a different area, so never mind. But it would be really cool now if this guy had taken into account that this was, you know, a custom map and said, fuck the norm. And did something cool like we've seen with lots of custom maps where, say, something like this would be, you know, you could go out here and there'd be much more to it. Instead, this is just for the zombies, apparently. It's really weird. But what I personally don't like, you know I hate invisible walls, so obviously this isn't going to be the bestly scored, and on top of the audio issues and the lack of sound period other than the Zeds, really. I'm not so sure how good this score is going to be. We're going to get fucked here. I should have sold the other gun. Oh wait, no, we're good. We're good. Somehow we're good. I do like that he like changed up the closing door thing. Nice little touch, but still not really that big of a deal. Cool, but, you know, not really that big a deal in my opinion. I don't think I've really seen it, to be fair, but still. Like, it definitely fits with the theme. For some reason, it's weird. It was more descriptive on the Steam page. And from what I remember reading, we're basically supposed to be a night guard, which is why whenever we open a door, it says to use key. Because we're actually like the night guard. The guy who actually lost the gates and shit in prison. So, I mean, I guess that would kind of make sense for why we're, you know, only confined to a certain area. But it still feels a little weird. Now, I just realized we could do something that's kind of, in my opinion, a little bit abusable as fuck. I mean, it's cool, I guess, in some sense, but at the same time, it's feasible as fuck. The reason you can close those doors is to avoid them jumping on top of you. I just realized that from a gameplay perspective. So that's...
The shop is open, boys.
I mean, I've seen it done before, and it's kind of a cool concept, but like I always... Like, in this situation, if we lock the door, we can shoot through them. So it basically means... Like, if we're playing this multiplayer, for example, we could probably lock it down with 2 people and just control these 2 sections, and boom, map done. So, I'm not sure if I really like that. I think that's a little bit too easy. So, from a gameplay perspective, I think that's a little bit of a mistake, but that's obviously just my opinion. I really don't like the combat shotguns. I don't know why I even bothered with that. Let's get the... Let's use the Impaler just for shits, because at this point we're just using guns and seeing how we do. Okay, then. Oh yeah, this is the nail gun thing. Cool. Like it ricochets when you shoot it and crap. But, yeah, that's my honest opinion. So far, it's just basically an arena. I think it's a little bit too easy. Like, I could just go like this. Hang on. Watch this. Because there's only a few spots that it's why I can just go like this. I'm not even the main class for it, and boom. They can't really come in now from that side. That side's completely locked down, and then we can just do this. And just fuck them up with the ricochet power shotgun here. Though I'm not high enough a level to really demonstrate it, so I'm gonna get fucked here probably. But with higher levels and enough players, you could easily just lock this shit down without even trying, really. But look at that. Like I said, flesh pound's gonna fuck me up. I told you. See? Just like I said. So yeah, this is that kind of map. It's one of those kind of arena maps. It's fancy, it looks cool, it fit its theme, nice little story to it, but in this case I would say it's not really a good arena map because I don't feel that it was intended to be an arena styled map. And I keep saying that, but what I basically mean by that is it's symmetrical, like perfectly symmetrical on all sides. It's there's not really much to it. It's just kind of a map where you survive and you're like, yay. But, you know, that's what I feel an arena type map is. Sometimes that can be held in tournaments. But then again, some of the arena maps I've seen look really fucking cool. Those are the kind of ones I like to play. This kind of... It definitely felt like a prison, but I don't know. It didn't really feel that good to me. But then again, it could just be that the general theme itself didn't really... Sorry, I thought I saw something. Didn't really appeal to me that much. So, you know, it might just be my own personal biases in this case. But I feel, objectively, I can say that, what was I trying to... The thing where you can lock the doors to block out some of their spawns, it's a cool concept, and I've seen it explored before, but I honestly think it's a little bit too easy, especially in this case where there's holes in the wall you're locking, aka the bars, since you can just shoot for them. Normally, when you are in this kind of situation, you lock up a door, you can't shoot for them. They gotta break through so you can shoot them. You basically hoard them up, and then you can prepare, get yourself ready, set up some, I don't know, some of those pipe bombs and shit. But in this case, you can quite literally just kind of lock them up and then just shoot them through the holes of the bars. So, I don't really like that, because I feel it's just a little bit too easy. But other things about this map that I can definitely say objectively are not a good decision probably would be the lack of music. Well, I have to admit, subjectively, I feel that, I need to stop saying these big words. Some of you are like, what the fuck? I keep bumping my mic too. God, I am a mess this video. I'm so sorry. But, I could say for a fact, I'm pretty sure that you really need music in these kind of maps. Like, while I feel myself that the silence kind of added to it to some degree, kind of gave you a creepy vibe. When you realize that the map is essentially just an arena, it kind of ruins it after, like, maybe 2 waves of silence. And you really need to have some music to keep going. Something to kind of jolt you to keep fighting kind of thing. You know what I mean? Something to just keep you in the fight. So I feel that in this case, the lack of music, while at first kind of cool, was a mistake. I feel that music should have been added to this map, and more than just the trading thing. Design-wise, like I said, it looks cool. It definitely fits its theme. Everything's decent about it, but I feel it was just a very okay map. It wasn't really a crazy I'm a god map. So I think I'm going to give this one a 6 to 10. That's the number that's been sticking in my head all throughout this. The only thing I could really say criticism-wise, and let me restart that, sorry. The only thing I can say criticism-wise myself on a personal level is I feel you should not have used the invisible walls. I have a deep hatred and personal bias against invisible walls. Everyone who's watched this for this long knows this. So that affected your score somewhat because just why? You hint at this beautiful or awesome looking place out there and you can't get to it. Like you don't it's one thing to have like legit like walls blocking it off or something that kind of makes sense for you not being able to go over there, but you just legit have a wall. You can literally lock that place down, but you can't actually go out there and just kind of explore it. So I feel that is a mistake. I think that if I could give you any criticism, that would be the biggest one. You should probably not have done that. You probably should have made it. You probably should have been able to go out there. Like, you still could have used your ideas so that they spawn out there and you can lock the gates, but you should have still let people go out there, period. I feel that that would have been much cooler. I always hate when map makers do this, not because the reason I feel that I hate it the most is because honestly, I personally feel it's a little bit lazy on map makers' parts to put all this cool ass fuck stuff out there, and then you just have an invisible wall so you can't go there. Like no even reason for it, just an invisible wall. I feel that's a little bit lazy on map makers' parts. It might be a design choice somewhere in their head, like they might have a logical reason for it, but I honestly feel it's a little bit lazy, no matter what justification you really give it. So I don't know. That's my personal opinion on that. Other than that, there isn't much really to criticize about this map. It's basically just an arena map. It's basically just a prison. So, yeah. So, we've never done your maps before, so let me just give you the classic disclaimer here. Map maker, I'm not out to discredit you. I'm not out to attack you. I'm not out to do anything to harm you necessarily. I'm just a guy on the internet making videos and giving my thoughts on them, showcasing stuff I find in the community. That's basically what I do here. I'm not out to personally attack anyone or personally promote anyone, one specific person. I just do what I do. I find what I find. I get recommended what I get recommended. I'm asked to play things by fans. I'm asked to play things by map makers. That's just how it works, really. So take my criticism with a grain of salt. I'm by no means the all-seeing voice that controls all forms of good maps out there. That's definitely not the case. I am just one guy giving my opinion. So, yeah. But, anyway, guys, talking to my general audience now, thank you so much for watching. This has been Xel'crin, and I will see you in the next video, stream, or wherever the fuck you find me. Bump my mic. I'm so professional. Bye, guys.